All right, let's face it. Most people will never succeed with Shopify dropshipping. What's going on, y'all? Today, I want to cover why most people fail with Shopify dropshipping. Let's face it, most people will never even make $1 with Shopify dropshipping. And I want to cover the three main reasons why that is. I want to cover the three main reasons why most people fail. That way you can defend yourself and avoid these three big problems. That way you can succeed and you can live the lifestyle of your dreams. I've seen so many people get into dropshipping and completely change their lives for the better. So many people now have created their own businesses and they might be traveling the world. They might have the car of their dreams. They have the lifestyle of their dreams because of dropshipping. But for every one of those people that I see succeed and kill it, I see many, many, many more never succeed with this, and they actually fail with Shopify dropshipping. But before we get into the 3 points why most people fail with Shopify dropshipping, if you could please go ahead, do me a huge favor and smash the like button below. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. If you don't know who I am, my name is Braden, and I'm here to help you create your own online business, create the lifestyle of your dreams. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to go ahead and connect with you guys. So let's get right on into it. So the very first point I want to make, and this is not one of the 3 points, this definitely could be the main point, but I'm leaving it off for a reason. The main thing is most people never actually really start with Shopify dropshipping. They might get some knowledge, they might watch a couple YouTube videos, they might throw up a Shopify store with some products, but they never really actually go all in and actually start. This video is meant for people who actually start with Shopify dropshipping and never really do anything with it. They don't succeed. They might actually spend a lot of money and a lot of time with it and never succeed. I want to cover the 3 main points of that. So point number 1, and this is a big one, is that people treat it like a get-rich-quick scheme. So if you guys have been following me for the last year, you know that I talk all the time about branding, and I talk about actually following proper business principles. And I do that for a reason because I see so many people come into Shopify dropshipping and they treat it like a get-rich-quick scheme. They rush some big steps. They skip over a lot of really, really important business principles, and then they fail because of it. In Shopify dropshipping, yes, it's an amazing business model that you can come in with not very much money and no experience at all, but you still have to learn and follow business principles. It's still an actual business model where you're creating a business from scratch. And so you need to go ahead, take the time and do that, not treat it like a get-rich-quick scheme. That's why I talk all the time about branding and having the proper branding principles in place. And then I also talk about actually looking into what other big name e-commerce brands are doing, what other retail stores, what are they doing, seeing what other successful brands are doing it and trying to emulate that. Not looking at just a bunch of YouTube videos and thinking you can just throw something up, actually doing research, the proper amount of research, and not treating it like a get-rich-quick scheme. Actually taking the time, not rushing, setting the foundation by creating a very proper brand, something that'll serve you down the road and not just give you kind of a flash in the pan type result. So number 2, this point's also very big on why people fail with Shopify dropshipping, and that's not having consistency or longevity. Many people will get in and not treat it like a get-rich-quick scheme, but they won't actually have the consistency and the longevity in the game to actually make this work. I've seen so many people come into this and they're actually heading in the right direction, and after 2 or 3 weeks they give up, or after 2 months they give up. They might have only spent $50 on advertising. They don't see the result they want to see, and they just give up when they were so close to actually succeeding. I've seen this happen so many times, and the big thing is that I like to tell people is just keep at it, guys. Just keep trying. So many people, big name CEOs, big name entrepreneurs, failed so many times before they succeeded. If you guys know my story, when I was a firefighter, I kept failing and failing and failing, trying to create my first Shopify dropshipping store. But then eventually I succeeded. And if I would have given up, I would not have the lifestyle of my dreams now. I would not be able to do what I want to do on a daily basis and be growing businesses. It's because of the consistency and longevity. You have to commit that you are going to create the business of your dreams. You are going to make this work. And if you do that, and you actually stay in the game, you will figure it out. So many times I've seen so many people almost fail, and they're in the game for a long time. And what they're doing is they're figuring out, with each time they fail or something doesn't work, they're figuring out what doesn't work. And now they can go ahead and try a new tactic. And I've seen so many people, whether it be after 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, I've even seen people get close to, they've been in the game for a year, and then all of a sudden it switches, and now they're very, very, very successful. And if they would have given up, they would have been like so many other people that get into Shopify dropshipping and fail. Guys, don't treat this like a get-rich-quick scheme and expect to get results in 1 week. And with that, have the consistency and longevity to know that however long it's going to take, you are going to figure this out. If you guys keep at it, you will. So number 3 actually leads off of point number 2 of consistency and longevity, and that's training and knowledge. And if you follow this step, it should lead into point number 2 of consistency and longevity, hopefully not being as long. So if you guys know my story, in the very beginning, I was researching nonstop. I was on Google, I was on YouTube, I took many, many courses. I spent thousands of dollars worth of courses and put all the pieces together. If I had not done that, I do not think I'd be where I'm at today. Now, I'm not telling you you have to go out and buy a course. If you do want to do that, make sure you choose the mentor that is, 1, going to give you the support, and 2, that you really feel like you trust has that knowledge. But if you don't want to take a course, then really, really spend your time researching other brands, researching on Google how to actually do the business model of Shopify dropshipping, researching on YouTube, looking up tutorials, looking up actual other business principles that apply to e-commerce, making sure you have you're following all the correct laws and everything like that. Make sure to do your research and actually look into getting training. And if you do that, this should save a lot of time for you to actually become successful. The people I see become successful are the ones that they've invested in themselves, whether that be they've invested in themselves with money to go ahead and buy more of like A through Z blueprint course that leads them through absolutely everything, or they spend a lot of time researching to know how to actually do the marketing, do everything like that. Because you have to learn how to do Facebook ads or how to do Google ads, whatever ad platform you want to go with, you do have to learn how to do that. And so the people I've seen come in and become very successful very quickly are the ones that invest in themselves, whether that be time or money, with knowledge and training. So those are the 3 big points that I see people fail with Shopify dropshipping. The very big first one is people don't treat it like an actual business model. They treat it like a get rich quick scheme. They don't follow correct business principles. Number 2, people quit before they actually make it. And number 3 is people don't invest in themselves to actually get the training and knowledge they need to actually round out points in 1 and 2. So I hope you guys found some value in this video. If you did, please go ahead and smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to go ahead and connect with you guys. What do you think about these 3 points? Have you been falling prey to doing one of these 3 or having that mindset? Or have you been protecting yourself from these 3 points? I'd love to go ahead and connect with you guys. Let me know if you've got any questions. I'll be around for the first hour after this video to answer any questions for you guys. Keep grinding, y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.